Om Tat Sat. My humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to my worshipful Guru, Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, to all the sages and saints of this world, and to you divine souls watching today's satsang. Today we are studying Sutra number 43 from the Samadhi Pad of the Patanjali-Yoga Sutras. Commentary by Swami Jyotirmayananda, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So let's get into Sutra 43. It says, Smriti Parishuddhau Swarupa Shunyeva Arthamatra Nirbhasa Nirvitarka. Again, Smriti Parishuddhau Swarupa Shunyeva Arthamatra Nirbhasa Nirvitarka. So Smriti means memory, Parishuddhau purification, Swarupa Shunya as if void of its own form, Swarup Shunya, and Arthamatra Nirbhasa means shining with the object alone, and Nirvitarka Samadhi means without confusion, the samadhi that holds you firm. There is no more logic and thought wave changes and so on. So the meaning is, with the purification of memory, the mind as if devoid of itself shines with the object alone. It becomes pure. Then it is called Nirvitarka Samadhi. So that's the next step. Remember the first one yesterday we talked about Savitarka. It is the uncontrolled function of memory that leads to mental imagination or vikalpa. We had talked about it yesterday. So the focus is to restrict that so we don't go all over the place during our meditation. It is a process that links an object with time, space, various associations and ideas. Imagination does that. But when memory is impure, it is impossible to penetrate into the object of meditation. Why? Because the cleansing has not yet happened. The smoke is there. We can't see very well. Just like when you are driving on a highway and you have fog and your windshield is totally covered with fog, you cannot drive effectively. So this is what happens when we try to meditate with all that fog or impurity. So the first thing to do is purify our thoughts. For that reason we do japa, we do selfless service, we basically convert our life from impure to pure. That's the whole goal. And then the meditation also comes so much easier if we do that. So by attaining success in the first step of lower samadhi, a yogi is able to enter into meditation on the object without being deviated from its name and associated ideas. That's the main point to remember here. It is greater and more intensive movement into the object of meditation. So you start from, it's like first being in kindergarten, then going to the first grade and getting promoted and so on. So you're building blocks. The first one is Savitarka, and then this is the next phase where the logic is gone and you're able to focus on the object in a much better way. So at this stage, the mind becomes like pure crystal-like and is colored by the object that seems to have no existence in itself. So it becomes like the object. The mind becomes the object. See, the mind can take any shape or form. So when we are thinking of the object, the mind has no existence and no other thoughts, external thoughts are coming in. So therefore we are attenuated and become the object. And that is the essence of the meditation experience itself. This is the guidance we are getting from Sage Patanjali. So I hope you're enjoying these regular sutras, this profound wisdom from the Sanatana Dharma. As I often request you to share this beautiful, profound knowledge in addition to helping yourself, help your friends, your co-workers, your fellow workers, because this knowledge is extremely profound. So if you see somebody is excited about yoga, you may send them this subscription so they can subscribe to this channel and get the wisdom from Sage Patanjali's beautiful sutras, and all of us can benefit. When we share with others, we also grow. and that is the force that's propelling me to share as much as I can, because that's what I learned from my guru, and now it's my turn to give back to everybody else I know. And if each of you does that, imagine what a beautiful world we would make. Beautiful, where we would have no anger, hatred, greed, lust. All these things start to fall off when you are sincerely doing it. Yoga, as I started out saying, most people think it's just a hatha yoga or exercises, but that's just such a tiny component of yoga, because the whole purpose of yoga is to meditate and to connect yourself to the divine, not just being able to do asanas and do different shapes of your body. That of course is good, it helps you because you are able to be more flexible, but just know that the real purpose is to find peace and happiness, and I hope you're finding that. If you're seriously doing it, please leave me comments and requests or questions. I know some of you are already doing that, but if you continue to do that and share more, we want to educate as many people as we can on this holy path of Sanatana Dharma and the yogic principles, which I have always told you, they are universal. It doesn't matter which religion one is from, though it doesn't matter. It's basically food is food, it fills your stomach, and that's what we should be focusing on, instead of getting into names and forms and this and that. That's all very lower level stuff. So we all need to grow from there and go to the next level of one God, connecting with the universal consciousness and connecting our spirit to the divine. So we will be covering Sutra number 44 tomorrow. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.